Absolute function. Solve for x. Absolute of x minus 1 plus absolute value of x minus 4 equals to 3. You are given 5 choices. I'd like you to pause the video, copy the question, write down the solution, and then check with my answer. Well, the way to solve this equation is to first write absolute functions as their piecewise functions, right? So we can write absolute value of x minus 1 as equal to x minus 1 if x is greater than or equal to 1 and it is negative of this. That means negative x plus 1 if x is less than 1, right? Similarly, we can write what x minus 4 is. Absolute value of x minus 4 is equals to positive value of x minus 4 if x is greater than or equal to 4. But if x is less than 4, in that case it is negative of this. Negative means negative x, positive 4. So we just reverse both the signs. So that is how these functions are defined. Now to solve this equation, it's a good idea to solve it in 3 different intervals, right? So we'll do the solution here in 3 different intervals. So the intervals for us will be kind of divided by x equals to 1 and x equals to 4. So let us say this is x equals to 1 and that is x equals to 4. And we are considering interval between minus infinity to 1, and this is between 1 to 4, and here we'll consider from 4 to infinity. So these are the intervals. So let me write down the intervals very clearly for you. So this interval is from minus infinity to 1. Here we'll consider the interval between 1 and 4, and then we'll have interval from 4 to infinity, right? So these are the different intervals in which we are going to solve our equation. Now if we consider the interval less than 1, in that case absolute value of x minus 1 is minus x plus 1. So we can replace this by minus x plus 1, and absolute value of x minus 4 will be minus x, well, minus 4 will be minus x plus 4, right? So we'll write minus x plus 4 equals to 3. So that is the equation to be solved in this interval. Now it gives us minus 2x and 1 plus 4 is plus 5 equals to 3, or we can say 2x is equal to 8, right? So 2x is equals to 5 minus 3 is 2, right? Or x is equal to 1. So that is what we get, x equals to 1. But see, x is not 1 in this interval, right? It is less than 1, so that is not the solution for us, right? Now let us consider the next interval, which is between 1 and 4. Now when x is equal to 4, in that case, when it is in this interval, then the x value is positive, right? When it's greater than or equal to 1, it is x minus 1. So we can write x minus 1 as x minus 1, and x minus 4 will be, when it is less than 4, it is equal to minus x plus 4, minus x plus 4, and the equation becomes equals to 3. Now in this case, we have minus x is 0, and we are left with minus 1 plus 4, which is 3, and we get 3 equals to 3. Now 3 equals to 3 is always true, correct? Since it is always true, we will consider that during this interval, that means when x belongs to real numbers and when x is greater than or equal to 1 but less than 4, the answer is right. Now at 4, what happens? We can substitute 4 here and then check the answer. If I substitute 4, what do I get? I get 4 minus 1 as 3 and 4 minus 4 as 0. So 4 is also included in our solution. So we can just write as equal to 4 also, correct? Now let us consider the third part of the equation, which is between 4 and infinity. When the interval is 4 to infinity, both values are positive. So our equation now becomes x minus 1 plus x minus 4 equals to 3. To solve this, let's add. So we get 2x and minus of 5 equals to 3, or we get x is equals to 5 plus 3 is 8 divided by 2, which is equals to 4, right? So we get x equals to 4 in this interval. So we have already included this value of x equals to 4 in the previous answer. So actually, strictly speaking, this was kind of not equal to here, but we are kind of including it in this position, right? That is a better choice. Now here we get a solution as x equals to 4, and therefore we get a solution that x belongs to real number and x is between 1 and 4, where both 1 and 4 are included. So the answer for us is B. So that is how we can solve this question, right? So I hope you understand now how to solve these kinds of questions. So at times with absolute functions also, you can expect a range of values, right? So it is not that you'll get one or two answers for an equation. You may get many solutions, as the case is before us. I'd like you to graph this function and then check your answer. That'd be great. Thank you and all the best.